What's up, everybody? My name is Jeremy Jones and I am back with another video. Today I'm talking my weekly sneaker rotation, so stay tuned.
Got a lot of things changing in my life. Hoping one day I'ma get it all right. Brother is engaged, about to start a new life. Yeah, I haven't had a chill day. Really wanna vibe, appreciate the moments. I've been creating, not scrolling. Mom and dad still supporting.
Alright, man, I'm back with another video now. Before I get you deep into this video, you'll already know what to do. Go and hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you're new, consider subscribing. I made content about sneakers. Alright, so let's dive into today's video. Just like I said in the intro, man, I am back on the weekly sneaker rotation. Now, this should be week 97 to the best of my knowledge. And if I'm wrong, feel free to correct the kid down in the comment section. Now, y'all already know I started this series off at the beginning of the year in 2023. And here we are, man. I'm already on like week 97. So definitely getting close to that big 100 video mark, right? Okay, so pretty much y'all already know how the game goes. If y'all want to get a sneak peek of what I'm wearing throughout the week, sign up for that sold out Discord. The link should be pinned at the top of the comment section and it's free to sign up. Where of course we talk a lot of sneaker talk over there, but now we have a gaming section, we have a food section, we have a sports section, and most definitely we have a music section, which y'all know I'm pretty much probably active over there, right? Okay, so enough rambling. Pretty much, let's just go ahead and dive into this weekly sneaker rotation. Now, I end things off on a Friday, then pick right back up on Saturday. So, Saturday, man, pretty much, I think the kid, no, I had errands to run. I wanted to say I go to Chop Shop, but that's usually like not that week. But anyway, I pretty much had errands to run, so pretty much the kid stepped in the shoe that I don't wear enough, but I used to wear a lot back in the day. This is the Air Jordan 4 Travis Scott. One of my favorite shoes in my collection where I'm just going to be honest about the shoe. It looks good from a distance, it looks good in videos, it looks good on feet, it looks good with fits, but in person, quality control issues were out the wazoo. Resale at the time when I bought these joints wasn't bad, but of course, it has definitely grown over time, so I'm glad I definitely, is one of these shoes I definitely copped on time. So it's one of these shoes where I wish Jordan Brand would have took just an extra step to really put that quality control on it. I mean, at the same time though, I feel like with this colorway, it's just one of those, maybe it just was destined for what it's gonna be. But overall, I don't hate the shoe, and they gotta give it credit where credit is due. It is an Air Jordan 4 at the end of the day, so you can't go wrong with it. So, arguably, one of my favorite shoes in my collection that I don't wear enough. But again, like I said, when I did cop these joints, I want to say when they dropped, I want to say I copped them within that same year. Which, if we look at production date on these, which I'll pull it to the side right here, production dates on these was 18? Yeah, definitely had them back then. So pretty much 2018, I'm just gonna double check to make sure I'm not crazy. Obviously I wore them a lot more than what I think. So yeah, 2018 is probably when these most likely dropped. And so yeah, man, it's one of those, yeah, I don't hate it, but I mean, if you look at the toe crease on this joint, this was probably most likely after like one wear. Now when I get my foot in these, they don't look bad. But anyway, this was my Saturday shoe, was the Air Jordan 4 Travis Scott. Cool. Now we're gonna move right along on to Sunday. That was my Saturday shoe. So Sunday, again, I tried my very, very best to just relax and just kind of make it a family day. Pretty much I was in the crib and I chilled in none other than my Yeezy Slide Pure, my Old Faithfuls, my beaters, my whatever you want to call these guys, right? Okay, and you guys want to say like clean them, yeah, I could, but at the same time I will say for this pure colorway, which I did pay resale for these guys, it is a dirt magnet. I will say, as much as I sell the quality of comfort on these, because they are super duper comfortable, they are definitely pretty much a dirt magnet, and that's the nicest way I can put it, right? Okay, but anyway, this was my Sunday shoe, was a Yeezy Slide Pure, and y'all know I got others in the collection that I need to break in as well. Also one of my favorite for when I'm traveling, okay? But anyway, we're gonna move right along on to Monday, right? Okay, right back at the work. You know the kid worked a full-time job, right? Okay, so pretty much a shoe that I don't wear enough, but I actually really, really like, and I don't feel like it's worth trying to get rid of because I know there won't be any profit made. Not that I'm a professional reseller or anything, but pretty much on Monday the kid stepped in none other than the Air Max, and these are the 90s, right? To the best of my knowledge, and if I'm wrong, feel free to catch kid down in the comment section because I'm not the biggest Air Max head, but I know just enough to be dangerous. But Air Max 90s, and this is a collab with the company I believe called Denham, which I believe they make quality denim sneakers, which is why this one looks like this. So I was a sucker for that denim wave back then, and you know what? And even if you look inside of here, you can see where they have Denham written inside of the shoe. Hopefully it's not too blurry or anything like that. But yeah, and you see where they got like the scissor cuts in there. So this is supposed to be like one of those where if there was a good denim shoe, I feel like they were gonna do, I feel like this should be it. I know we all love the Air Jordan 4 denims, but I feel like for the Air Max version, this was it for me, man. I really like them. You know, I don't hate them. And if you look even at the details right on the lace tips right here, they even have like little scissors up on that. Hopefully the camera's gonna show this some form of justice. So yeah, man, it's one of these shoes where it's got the infrared hits where, you know, honestly, this could be a daily wear like driver for me, right? Okay, but you know, I got a lot of shoes in rotations that I want to get in, but this was my Monday shoe, was the Air Max 90 Denham. Cool, now we're gonna move right along on to Tuesday, right back at the work, man. I am a firm believer in wear your sneakers, right? Okay, if you bought the joint, obviously, yes, they're great like decorative pieces. I'm pretty sure if I have anybody over, they're gonna be like, yeah, nice collection. But at the same time, I wear my collection. I don't know about you. But anyway, Tuesday, right back at the work, and this one right here, I wanna say I stepped in none other than the I was gonna call this an Air Max. No, I'm wrong. This is a this is the Off-White, and this is, and I'm trying to think right off the top of my head because I don't really wear this too much, but I want to say that this is the one I paid for resale right here. RP to Virgil, because a lot of thoughts are going into my head right now, but it's one of these where I don't really own too many of these, but it's actually one of my favorites in my collection. And of course, with this being that Off-White tag on there, in fact, somebody called me out when I wore this at work. They were like, yo, take that off. They don't like when I wear the zip tie on these joints, but I'm like, why not, man? And this is the Prestos, right? Okay, had like a little bit of like just mine, but I went blank for like 2 seconds, and I'm not even gonna edit that part in the video. But these are the Off-White Prestos, the Prestos in general. But yeah, this is a white pair. Y'all know, I ain't gonna say I completed the entire collection, but I think I came pretty close for the colors that I like. And you know what? Super duper comfortable. And even though this one is aging, I feel like this actually helps with what Off-White's theme was with Nike. So I want to say RP to Virgil as well, man. So, you know, the kid had to come off the hip with the chips. Now, I know this is not the OG colorway, but you know what? I think these are still pretty nice, man. So pretty much this was my Tuesday shoe, was the Off-White Prestos, RP to Virgil. So cool, we're gonna move right along. We're gonna move right along on to Wednesday, right back at the work. Again, you know the kid work a full-time job. Try to get a nice fair rotation. Sometimes I don't always achieve that, but anyway, Wednesday, right back at the work, and I stepped in none other than the Air Jordan 1, and I believe this is the University Blue, aka the Air Jordan 1 UNC. Not like the toe, this and the third, this is the actual University Blue shoe. Y'all see I got the baby blue laces in this joint, and if I'm not mistaken, these dropped back in 2020, but don't quote me on that. Now I think at the time, now I didn't get cracked over the head too bad, but I know this is where a time where resale was, it was almost impossible to cop a sneaker, right? Okay, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. But pretty much, it was one of those times where, you know what? This was a shoe that I would go for. And I feel like if it dropped in today's time, and I wanna say like 2023 or 2024, honestly, you could probably get these with just a little bit of a footwork. But back then when they dropped in 2020, and I'm gonna double check the production date if I'm not going crazy here, because I know I had to pay resale for these. Yeah, 2020 is on these, so yeah. I'm pretty sure this was not an easy cop back then, but nowadays it probably is. But this was my Wednesday shoe. It was the Air Jordan 1 UNC or the Air Jordan 1 University Blues. Y'all feel free to request the kid down in the comment section on the proper name. Cool, now we're gonna move right along on to Thursday, which we were scheduled for a rainy day. And y'all know when I am pretty much checking the weather sometimes, well, pretty much all the time when I'm rocking my kicks, just to be on the safe side, which that does determine what I'm willing to wear, because some shoes I just do not want to get wet because I know water will damage them, right? Anyway, Thursday, right back at work, and I stepped in none other than the Air Jordan 1, and these are a joint that dropped last year, which is basically like a DMP spinoff, which I believe that's the original colorway behind these. But I think for these, they were calling these, and I want to say the what am I looking for? Gratitude is the name, right? Okay, so many sneakers in the collection, you know the kid gotta remember names, but these are the Gratitudes. But yeah, pretty much it also makes me think of the DMPs. Now I will say the difference is, while they do have that gold Jumpman, but I feel like the quality on these, especially for what Jordan Brand taxed us with last year in December, they could have gave us a better Jumpman. But overall, it's still pretty nice. And then let's just say, let's keep it 100. Not only do you think of the actual DMPs whenever you see this shoe, but also probably the average person who's not a sneakerhead like you and I, they probably see this as the Concords, you know, with the gold Jumpman, because I'm pretty sure not everybody knows the name. But anyway, this is what I wore just to be on the safe side for that rainy day. And overall, man, yeah, I don't hate the shoe. I like the high patent leather cut. And black and white, you really can't go wrong with it. It's not hard to match it because you can almost get it with any fit if you ask the kid. But this was my Thursday shoe, was an Air Jordan 11 Gratitude. Cool, now we're gonna move right on to Friday. Friday, knock on wood, is usually like the kids' relaxed day, you know what I'm saying, where pretty much everything should be going smooth. Now I do have some stuff that come up, and yes, I'm right back at the work, and I'll just leave it at that. But anyway, Friday, the kid stepped in a shoe that I haven't worn in a long time, but it's super comfortable. In fact, I'm not gonna say who inspired me to cop the shoe because I no longer communicate with the person, but they definitely inspired me, and I'll just leave it at that. And now I was probably gonna cop it anyway, and this is the Air Jordan 13, and these are the Black Cats. Now, one thing I like about this shoe, super duper comfortable, even though it's technically old. That 3M on this joint, I'm pretty sure the camera's gonna do this some form of justice. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. If you're looking for a comfortable shoe, something to wear, very versatile, this is something you can add to the collection. I always not try to overly sell Air Jordan 13s, but my thing is this, I feel like it's slept on, but it's a good like beater shoe. Now the production date on these was 2016, so yeah, man, I don't regret these at all. All black, can you really go wrong with that? No, if you ask the kid. So I really like these right here. A little bit of high cut on these, but overall, I love 13s, you know what I'm saying? And I definitely need to get some 14s back in the collection, but this was my Friday shoe with the Air Jordan 13 Black Cats. All right, man, that pretty much completes this weekly sneaker rotation for this week. Y'all sign off in the comment section and let me know what you wore throughout the week as well. Other than that, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of this thing and stop rambling, man. Y'all be sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you know, consider subscribing. I made content about sneakers. Again, my name is Jeremy Jones, and thank you for watching, and I'm out.